Hi guys, Virtua here. We're going to start a wee free-to-play series on Everlegion, which is a mobile collector gacha game that I've been playing the last couple of days. Quite enjoying it. Quite like it because unlike some of the other gacha games out there, you don't have to quit your job and spend 5 hours a day just to complete the daily tasks. Although like every other gacha game, it is a bit pay-to-win heavy, so if that is something that you're just not willing to compete with, then again, probably not for you, but I've been having some fun with it. And we're going to crack on. So basically where we are, we're just past the opening intro bit. We've pulled our first couple of scrolls, so we'll show you basically what heroes we got. So I first pulled Bloodwith, who is basically I think a single target mage. So if you were starting a fresh account, you probably would re-roll it for a better pull. However, we also got our daily pull of Niviana, who's a decent AoE, and we've just pulled basically Maui, who I know is a popular champion. I have never had the chance to play with Maui, so let's see how she goes. So first and foremost, we're just going to start and collect our freebies. Not that we have any, and get rid of all the trash. So in terms of our squad, basically we are going to focus on these three to level up. It's quite nice that we've got 3 different factions as well. At the start this is quite important because if you try and level up the same faction, you're basically not going to have enough food, and eventually you're going to restrict how far you can level these guys. So because we've got 3 different factions, hopefully RNG is in our favour and we can actually level them up all pretty equally. So we're going to focus on Maui a wee bit just to get her up. And we'll take her up to about 30, and then we'll maybe put a few levels in the other 2 as well. And then after we've got these guys leveled, we'll just push the campaign as far as we can go. In this game you'll always hit roadblocks, it is inevitable at some point. That's just the way that the game plays out, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, let's crack on with the campaign. At the start you'll always get the inevitable loads and loads of material that you probably don't necessarily know what it does, but yeah. Just make sure you complete all your dailies and stuff. For this playthrough we're going to save our diamonds until we get a semi-decent event where we can use them. In past I have always used the diamonds to basically pull champions.
Let us show them the Yuda's power. I will show you.
So we're just going to power through this campaign to start with until we hit a roadblock, and then we'll go back and level up all our champions again and gear them and stuff. So bear with me, this isn't the most exciting stuff to start with, but it should go pretty fast. First few levels of the story are really easy, so you'll just power through these and pick up rewards as you complete the stages as well. And eventually we will get a thing that auto climbs for you as well, so you don't actually need to keep clicking. And as you progress, you'll get unlock more and more things. So we'll unlock the tower, spirit realm, and things like that, just where you get more resources in the market that we've just opened. So you can see the mobs are starting to get pretty hard, that your trash guys are just getting completely obliterated. And eventually we will hit a roadblock with these guys as well. It's inevitable in this game. There will be times where you hit a roadblock and it will actually take a couple of days to progress. It's not a huge problem, but I know that that will frustrate a lot of people who like to keep moving. So what we'll do is we'll complete this one, we'll go back, we'll level the guys up a wee bit, it'll just make things go a bit faster. And we'll check about all the events and stuff. So we've got a couple of free summons from the first summoning event, so let's crack on. So we've got Maui, so it'd be nice to get other copies of Maui and Niviana, I suppose. So let's see what we get. And just always collect all your goodies. And always collect all your freebie packs of the day as well. Get some free diamonds, just some free cash. And that should be us for the freebies. Right, so let's go into our main party again and we'll just level these guys up a wee bit. So I'm going to focus mainly on Maui, so I think if we take her up to 41 if we can, we get another skill. And then what we'll do is we'll actually level up the other guys to try and keep up a wee bit. Because if one gets too overpowered later on, when the wellspring kicks in, you'll maybe have a wee bit of problem. So we'll just try and keep our free main guys as close to the level as we can. And again, every time you get a new hero, you get some free diamonds as well, which is quite nice.
children? I bring Lord Akaman's blessings.
I'll probably do that offline because there's quite a few. So we'll take a bash at the spirit realm as well, just get that out of the way. So the first one is basically a tutorial thing telling you basically telling you how it works, and then the next day you'll actually get free levels of the spirit tower as well. So we'll just go through this quickly. If you start an account you can read all this at your own leisure. So move on to the Sky Tower. So Sky Tower, just basically push it as far as you can go until you hit a roadblock, and then give it a couple of days, level up your champions, and then go again.
Lost desert children? I bring Lord Akaman's blessings.
What do we have here?
Let us show them the Yuda's power. I will show you.
Again, until we get a full squad, we'll probably not be able to get too far. But let's see how we go. In terms of your team setup, you're kind of wanting a tank, probably a melee DPS, or kind of assassin, a couple of mages, and then basically a support or healer. I mean, that would be the ideal setup, but RNG is basically going to dictate who you can and can't use, which I think is quite fun. And even changing your formation slightly can actually be the difference between getting through a zone and not. So again, we'll just push through these as far as we can, and then we'll continue on with the campaign as far as we can as well. Because this is like early days, the video will probably be a bit longer. Later on, as we get roadblocks and stuff, the videos will become shorter, where it's basically just doing the dailies and then basically collecting the AFK rewards. So I'm quite interested to see how Maui does. It's not a champion that I've used, but I know she is quite popular. Niviana is basically a decent champion, and because you get her in the free logins after 7 days, you get 2 copies, so she's quite easy to level up as well. She is quite squishy, but she is a decent AoE. She does decent damage if you can keep her alive for long enough. We're getting through these pretty easily still, so we'll just keep going. So the main champions aren't taking too much damage yet, so we should be able to push a few more levels of the tower. And we're basically just farming resources, farming sort of rare pools, which are basically going to be your food for all your other champions that you're going to level. if you have really bad RNG and you are not willing to re-roll, Katarina, the sort of rare food mage, is actually quite a decent option for AoE damage at the start of the game. I mean, she will eventually be replaced, but if you have really crappy luck, then she is actually a pretty decent option to gear and level. You can get your gear and levels back when you decide to use her for food, so you won't kind of lose anything by doing that. And if you ascend her, then you're basically going to use her to feed your main champions later on anyway. Right, so we're pretty much hitting a roadblock soon, I think, for this. But we'll keep going and see if we can push a couple more. So you can see these mobs are starting to do damage. And Kulgaz here is just an absolute beast when you're against him. I've never actually had the chance to level him. I would love to have him in my squad. Just absolutely obliterates everything in front of him. Can we get to 20? Past 20? Right, so I guess at this point we'll probably put a pause on the tower because they're getting a bit tough for our squad in its current state. So let's see what we've got. We've got a couple of rare pools, so let's just use them. And then let's just ascend our trash mobs, I guess. Collect all the goodies. And then we'll head back to the campaign to see how much further we can go with it. Again, there'll be a point where the mobs just get a wee bit too hard for our group and we'll need to boost them again. But we should be able to go a few more. Again, these waves are quite easy. Like I said, at the start you'll probably just push through a couple of chapters and then get up against a roadblock. And another chapter done.
Lost desert children, I bring Lord of
So just update our character's gear, and we'll probably level with a wee bit as well.
Show you beauty.
And then we'll take Maui up a wee bit higher. One whole level.
blessings.
there's always a load of freebies to get, which is quite nice, diamonds especially. Like I said, we'll be saving these diamonds for an event later on down the line. I used to use them to summon basically characters. This time we're going to take a bit of a different approach. Hopefully by passing all these bits of the story we'll have loads of scrolls to use to summon characters anyway. We'll just pick a random guild that hopefully is a semi-active. Let's just join this one. So the hunt I'm going to leave till I'm a bit stronger basically, because just now it'll probably just destroy us, like the Facebook just now. Let's see if we've got enough scrolls. No, not yet. So we've got a wee epic pool in our bag, so let's see what we get. Food. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we've got some scrolls, so let's go back and pull. So I like to pull in the times 10, but obviously you can pull them individually if you want. And we got a hold of nothing but food. I'm going to pull the Ardent Scrolls because we've got Maui, so dupe Maui. Actually, what we'll do is we'll do the Beginner's Adventure first and put Maui in here. So basically put the champion that you're wanting to focus on in here and you get a higher chance of pulling her. So we're going to go with Maui because she is quite popular. And then we'll go back and summon the Ardents. Not much really from that. Right, let's continue on. We'll ascend our food. So Maui is light, so what we'll do is we'll take the light weapon.
Lost desert children, I bring.
And then we will continue on with the story again. Again, all these stages are going down pretty easily. Our three mains are still pretty much full health, so we've still got a few stages we'll get past, no problem. Colosseum I would wait for a wee bit until we get a wee bit stronger. King's Bounty will just send stuff away. This gets much easier when you get auto dispatch. Two clicks and you're done.
Lost desert children, I bring Lord Aquaman's blessings.
So at the start I wouldn't enhance a lot of the gear because it's just not worth the resource. You kind of want to save that up for later on down the line. Again, pick up all your goodies when you can. So what I think we'll do is we'll stop the video there and then make a second one because it's just a lot of the same thing and we don't want to make this too long. So catch you on the next one.